Come with us to install a new intake on Amy Lynn's MK6 TDI.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video.
Weekly grind continues.
Okay, that's pulling all boot. They already saw the intake clip.
Yeah.
You know what they haven't seen? This. They haven't seen that. Oh my gosh, that stinks, dude. This thing about to blow up. Oh my, air that thing out, bro. Holy crap, man. Okay, so the first little step on installing this SMB air intake, what you want to do is you want to take off your MAF sensor, which I took a pic. So you're going to want to put it in between here, not in this hole. You want to go up one and literally it'll easily pop out. Then you want to take this bad boy, pop her out. You're going to pop this one out. So then this should pretty easily, if I can stick my fat fingers in there, you can get it. Boom. Okay, next up, you want to take this out. There is a T25 on this side, and then there's another T25 on this side, and they're pointed inwards. Once that's out, you can literally just grab this one, lift it up, and pull it out. It's connected down there. You can kind of see the hole, maybe. Then this one's the same way. Once you take the T25s out, it literally just kind of falls out. Now, we're going to try to get this box out, which we're a little confused with right now. But I believe this needs to come out, which we're having a hard time figuring out how to get that. So there is a T30 back here where my finger's at that you do want to take out because that will give this box some movement. We took the top ones out because we thought that we were going to have to like access it from in here, but that's not the case. Okay, very simple. You do not need to take off the little lid here. Not needed at all. Grab it from over here underneath just the box, and then grab it from like right in here. I grabbed like where the old hose was, like where the little hole is right here, and literally just pull up and, well, oh yeah, here, pull it up. Okay, there's a little hose back down here. Okay, so pull that out. It did have a tube. Our tube here is like blocked. Not sure if that's how a stock TDI works because she had it deleted. This is also attached to that tube. From my knowledge, you are not going to reuse that, so I don't think there's any purpose in that. We went ahead and took off this hose clamp here to pull out the rest of it. But now we need to go back in there somewhere, and there should be a T30, which is going to allow us to take the little turbo outlet, I believe. Next, we're going to go ahead and like put together everything. That way you know what exactly you need to take apart on this, because some people don't take this off, some people do. So we're going to go ahead, put the entire kit kind of together, and then figure out if we need to take that off or not. So you will reuse your MAF, so it's 2 T20s is what ours were, and it literally just pulls out. So next up, you have this little circular thing. You're gonna go ahead and shove it into the hole, just like so. So next up, you have the SMB scoop, and you're gonna go ahead and kind of shove it into there as well. It's very simple. It has little grooves just like the circular one had, and it'll pretty much just sit in there just like it should. Next up, you have two little like butt plugs right here. Shove these in there. A little difficult, but not too hard. And then when you take it in here, I would go ahead and grab a pick and then just take a pick all the way around to make sure they're fully seated. And then you are going to take this little silicone type metal thingy majigger. Yep, and you're going to put it in the one at the corner. So obviously it's this one, but you just got to maneuver it in there and she will sit in there just like so. So next up, you have this little scoop. So you can also put in the little box plug if you would prefer the box plug, but we just read on Google, this should allow for like better temperatures and stuff like that for spirited driving. And just to kind of keep everything a little cooler, while this is used to kind of keep like the mud, the rain, everything else out of it. But we bought fast car parts, so we're putting on the fast car parts. You want to go ahead, throw this in. It's just the same as the little butt plugs there. So once that's in, you are good to go. Okay, next up, you want to go ahead and sit this down in there. So the little boot on that thing sits in an awkward spot. I don't think this intake gets very hot at all, so it shouldn't melt any of your like wires if you decide to not do the block off plate. There is a hole and it goes like straight into some of your wires. And if you didn't see the little silver thing, the inside of it had that little like silicone, I don't know, rubber hose thing. You want to go ahead and honestly just put it on this one right here. You can either put it in the silver piece right now or attach it to the thing that you're pushing this on into. So then these are what you're lining up. So if you see right here, we're not lined up. About here we are. So we would be able to push this down and push it all the way through the holes, and then that is going to clip this intake box in. Next up, you're going to go ahead and assemble this piece. I went ahead and did it already so that you guys can get an easier idea. You want to have the little nipple here. So there's a bigger gap right here where my finger's at on this side than this side. So this side is closer to the end. So you want to go ahead and put one of the big hose clamps right here. And then you're going to put in your MAF. So this is the plastic piece. You're going to put that in. And then you're also going to clamp that down. So when it goes into the car, this is going into the intake box. This is going into this tube. Yep, change of plans. So this, I don't know if your guys' is going to be the same, but on ours, underneath this, you can kind of see it down there. I'll zoom in right now. But there's a little tiny hose clamp down there that is holding that entire piece on, supposedly. And you pretty much have to take a screwdriver to get it off. And because of the angle that ours is at, we are not installing the little piece that it kind of came with. We're just going to reuse the OEM one. Also, I would suggest to put these clamps right here on the opposite side. It'll make it easier to tighten these down because it is kind of close. So ours are going to be on the top like this, and we're just going to have to turn them right here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not wearing gloves anymore because about 5 minutes ago I literally shit my pants. Literally not lying. But anyway, yeah, good luck getting that off. We're simply just not getting it off. So make sure you attach the other coupler thing to it. So the only pieces you should have left from the SMB kit are these two. This is the small one. You don't need it because we're not using this plastic piece. So neither of those are being used for us, but if you can get this little outlet pipe off, then absolutely take that off and put in the ones the SMB provides. And it is installed now. So it does come with a little rubber grommet that goes all the way around the intake box. And then you can put on the little shield if you so happen to want to. So what we did was plugged everything in, as you can see, and then this is barely fitting in. So I think this is where using the actual SMB little intake pipe here would come in handy because it is very short coming through the hole right here. I'm hoping that it's going to stay on, but I'm not sure. So go ahead and make sure it is angled at the top so that you can easily tighten it down. Ours isn't going anywhere. I mean, it is in there right now for sure. And also, do not forget, back there was the T30. Make sure you put the T30 back in the hole. So you guys are going to hear what this car sounds like with this box off. But I'm going to continue the installation right now to show you guys how exactly to put all of this back on. Okay, so the rubber grommet piece right here is fully installed. It's going to be too long. You just have to snip it. It doesn't even have to be perfect. Ours is honestly really close to perfect. But now we're going to go ahead and put in this hardware. This pretty much sits on place just like so. There's obviously a protective little clear thing on here. We're going to see how it sounds first before we take the thing off because she might not want to run it with the protective thing on. Go ahead, throw these little washer and bolts on it, and she'll be set and ready to rip. Okay, so we are now taking off the cover. We are going to run no cover because it sounds a lot more apparent in our opinion. I'm sure there's reasons why the cover's there, whether it be to keep it clean, for heat or air purposes, I'm not entirely sure. We're running no cover. So our cover is off. We are just going to run straight open intake, just like the GTI. Granted, it is a diesel, and it's probably not supposed to be like that, but it's a race car. It's got, what, almost 200,000 miles?
It's got 184.
180,000 miles, and she'll be aight. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead, button the rest of this up, get everything 100% tightened, throw all the trash away, and we're gonna head out and get some content of this car, hear what it sounds like, and then get some pictures and videos of little TDI and the GTI together. Just like that, her new intake is installed. It is the SMB dry air intake, and honestly it sounds pretty good. I will say when you're in the cabin you can't hear it as much as like if you were to hear it on the outside of the cabin, obviously. So as you guys can see, the intake is completely installed, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. It does look good. It sounds good from the outside. Hood open especially, it sounds gnarly, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, the intake sounds great. Go ahead and give us just a couple little revs. That's it for this week's video. If you guys are not subscribed, we do videos every single week. More videos on Amy Lynn's Bag TDI soon to come. We have a lip, skirts, skirt extensions, rear diffuser, custom exhaust. We have the whole 9 yards coming for Amy Lynn's car. And then I obviously can't forget my own MK6 TDI here. We also have the Bag 370Z at home. We have Cody's SI that we're always tinkering with. All in all, we do have quite a bit of things that we can work on, and we show you guys everything we do every single week. That's gonna go ahead and wrap up this week's banger. Stay tuned for next week. We're almost at a year of weekly uploads, and I saw that you guys hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna make a separate video for that because that was a goal for the end of the year, and it isn't even April and we crushed that goal. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't heard it yet today, I'm proud of you. Chase those dreams and never let anyone tell you otherwise. I love you guys. I will see you guys next week. Stay safe out there.